Hello everybody, GrayStillPlays, and today I want to talk about some of the things folks are interested in doing in No Man's Sky, but can't seem to be able to do yet, at least when the game launches. Sean Murray has mentioned that when it comes to adding things to No Man's Sky, he's much more interested in adding additional ways for the player to interact with the game, rather than just saying here's some additional creature models we've put in. There are a few reoccurring interests that people have expressed in the various video comments and forum posts that I'd like to go over, but one that we'll be leaving off this list is adding a more typical multiplayer function. That's just a can of worms I'm not going to open for now. So, let's get into 5 things that people want to do in No Man's Sky. Number 1, build their own base. Now, I'd be lying if I said this probably wasn't one of my own personal interests as well. No Man's Sky seems to be much more of a survival exploration style game than a building and crafting style of game. But that doesn't stop gamers, myself included, from hoping that one day we can be able to build structures or perhaps even more advanced buildings like bases in order to create a home away from home on one or more of the worlds that we feel connected enough to come back to in No Man's Sky. Now, with so many planets out there, I understand how it may be difficult to forge a bond with any one planet. I mean, there's a literal countless sea of them out there, but survival exploration and creativity certainly seem to go hand in hand. And if you just look at any game that has a fairly open-ended crafting system, it's really awesome to see the kind of stuff that people have the tenacity and imagination to make. Number 2, fly their ship underwater. Many people are interested in water worlds or the aquatic environment in No Man's Sky in general, and exploring it would definitely be made easier if the ship or some other vehicle was able to dip down into the seas and give the player some enhanced exploration capabilities. As of right now, it seems you'll have to check out the ocean floor the old-fashioned way, with your hands and feet, but having a vehicle of sorts would be a cool way to give players a tool to go further and to see more of that underwater biome. Number 3. Have a land vehicle. I'm actually quite surprised by this considering we have a spaceship to fly around in, but it seems quite a few folks are interested in having a land vehicle style of means to travel around the planet with. I mean, it would definitely be cool and add an additional layer to the game, especially if, say, the ships can't go underground into the caverns, but land vehicles could. I can't say it wouldn't be fun gliding through a cavern system with an awesome space ATV or something. Number 4, digging into the center of the world. I should really call this something more appropriate like having unlimited digging potential, but lots of people mention they want to dig deep down, enough to reach magma or a planet's core. I think that's a bit unrealistic given that the planets are planet-sized, and that would probably take a lot of time. Of course, there are incredibly dedicated gamers out there, but it would be cool at the very least to have the digging limit of 128 meters removed. Now, 128 meters is nothing to sneeze at, mind you. It's probably deeper than I'd ever be determined enough to dig, but in open exploration style games, players definitely seem to like having limitless terrain destruction. And number 5, breeding and or taming creatures. I'm just gonna lump breeding and taming together for this one, but man, what an addition that would be. I'm not a game developer, so I imagine it would be a pain in the neck to add in, but I'm with folks on this one. It would simply be amazing to have an alien platypusaurus or whatever as a buddy that you could count on, maybe for a bit of protection, or hey, if you could ride them, that takes care of the land vehicle request as well. 2 birds with 1 stone. Now, in the last video, I asked you folks if there was a burning question that you had about No Man's Sky that you couldn't find the answer to anywhere, and here were some of your responses. Nigel Rye asked, question for you, can you have more than 1 character per No Man's Sky account? So far, no one seems to know, and there's no response from Sean. Jason Stover came back with this and said that he guessed that you would likely be only able to have 1 character per account in No Man's Sky. I think I agree with this. The only thing I have to go on, though, is the game saving that we've seen so far, which doesn't show any type of save blocks or multiple saves or anything. V Vampire asked, for my question about how many monoliths are there on the average planet. If there's only 1 per planet, learning a language is definitely going to take a long time. Now, if I had to guess, I'm going to go ahead and say that there are more than 1 monolith per planet, and I definitely remember hearing that somewhere, but I'd have to locate my source. Michael Lemus asked, do you guys think that there will be a quest system? Damsels to save, villages to rescue, shoot even entire planets. Also, do you think there will be advanced civilizations with huge cities? Now, this was replied to by Aaron W., who mentioned there will not be a quest system. Sean stated that in an interview early in development. And Cole Hilke asked, also, if you cut a hill away from the rest of the terrain, will it fall or float like in Minecraft? I haven't seen anything like this in any of the gameplays. Which was answered by a Sean Watlington, who replied with, it will float. Sean Murray said in an interview, indeed, floating space rocks for everyone. As always, folks, thanks for all of those questions, and a big thank you to the people who took the time to put down any answers that they had for them. And that brings me to this video's question: is there anything that No Man's Sky won't have at launch that you would like to see added? Maybe you agree with something on the list, or perhaps you have your own imaginative way to give players additional fun ways to interact with the game. Feel free to leave your inspirational brainchild in the comment section below, and as always, stay foxy and much love.